Is there a difference in applying for a job with the state than there is applying for a job with Mobile City or county government? How would you apply for a job with Mobile City or county government agencies?
The positions with the Mobile County and the city governmental agencies, you would apply for those jobs at the Mobile County Personnel Department, and that's at 918 Government Street. And that is the central personnel agency for all city and county municipal jobs.
How does Mobile County Personnel Department operate?
Basically, the county personnel department will operate on the same basis as the state personnel office. Jobs are announced, and you submit your application. Normally, they leave the jobs open for a couple of weeks. Some of the jobs we read off a little while ago, and then people can go in and apply. There's some type test involved, either a written test. The local personnel department has gone a lot to interview tests, where they interview you and evaluate your background just on an oral interview. So for those people who are somewhat afraid of written tests, if they check into the personnel department, a lot of those jobs do not call for written tests. And then they establish a register just as the state does. And the personnel department, the local personnel department, they use their hiring registers for a year.
It seems that obtaining jobs in the public sector does take some time. What are some ways that a person can develop job leads in the private sector who may be trying to gain immediate employment?
Developing job leads in the private sector is a little easier because it's more or less left up to the individual. Along with the basic entities and institutions like the state employment office, you have private personnel agencies. Some other things that people can do to develop job leads that they have at access is, for example, the telephone book. If a person is looking for a job, they can go to the telephone directory and go to the yellow pages, and they can locate various types of employers by category. For example, if a person is looking for a job in a doctor's office, if they look up doctors or physician's office, the doctors and the physicians are listed in the telephone book, name, address, and phone number, so they can make themselves out a list and go out and apply for those jobs. Then you have school placement officers and counselors, and if you've attended schools, say South Alabama or Bishop State or 20th Century, you can always go back to the placement office. You can always contact the counselor, and in many cases they have knowledge of job openings. And of course, I mentioned already employment agencies. Let's take a call before we go on break. You're on Employment Outlook.
Yo, man, what a man can do when he gets fired? What recourse he got?
If a person gets fired?
Yeah, for no reason, a man just gonna fire him, and he can't afford no attorney and nothing.
Well, if you can't afford an attorney, and if you feel like you have some legal redress, then what you should do is contact legal services, and they are set up to assist people who can't afford legal representation. So if you feel that you've been wronged and you can't afford an attorney, then one place you might want to check is with Legal Services Corporation.
You don't know what that number is, do you?
No, but they're located in the Van Etwerk building on Dolphin Street downtown.
What had happened is, man, that I wasn't doing my share of the work, and a nigga gonna be working with me.
Okay, well, look, we don't want to go into any details on that. The best thing for you to do is to discuss it with the attorneys down at Legal Services.
Okay, man.
Okay, thank you for your call. Well, Ms. Singleton, the job market is real tough, and we are discussing job development